Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. I want you to remember something right at the top of this, okay? I want you to think about this. There's always opportunity in chaos. There's always opportunity in chaos. Most people, when chaos happens, they go crazy instead of looking for opportunity. All right, I got a lot to go over, so I just want you guys to listen, okay? So we got Amazon's earnings coming today, I believe, at the closing bell. And Amazon may do good. The earnings may be relatively good, or they may knock the ball out of the park and Amazon could still fall. And I may be a buyer depending on how much it falls. The more it falls, the more I'll buy, because I'm looking to be in Amazon for the next 10 years, or at least a 2035-ish, okay? That's what I think, okay? So now Google smashed earnings on yesterday. Remember a few days ago when Palantir smashed earnings, and what happened to the stock? It ran up, and then it fell off, sold off yesterday, sold off again today, right? Because there's something happening. Now Google smashed it. These are software companies. Who is getting hurt the worst right now? Software and tech, okay? Especially big tech that are in software, okay? So Google and Amazon, Microsoft, those are big tech / software companies, and they have what's called their spend, okay? They call it CapEx spend, all right? Their CapEx spend. You hear that a lot. That's the amount of money right now. That's the amount of money that they're spending in AI. It's the amount of money that they're going to spend, but most of them are spending it in AI. And that's why Google is selling off, because people are looking at the amount of spend and now they're risk off. It's a cycle that this sparks this to sell off and this sparks this to sell off. Now, I've talked about a sell-off happening, but here's what's interesting. I was looking for a sell-off, and it hasn't been in the overall NASDAQ and the S&P, though they are selling off. The NASDAQ and the S&P and the NASDAQ, the stock market, it's selling off. But if you look over a month period, it's bad, but it's not that bad. For this week, it's bad. But you know what have been selling off? Individual stock. These big tech stock have been selling off, and it was around the amount that I suggested, about 15 to 18%. Well, some of these companies have pulled back. Sorry about that. That's the suction cup on there. Some of these companies have pulled back 15% already. So the market is selling off, but it's picking stock. And it's not just any stock. It's big tech. And it was the one that are winners, all right? The growth stock, all right? The momentum stock. So now people are dumping the momentum stock and they are looking for something else. That's why they say the market is broadening. People are coming out of relatively 7 stock and they're starting to look for other things. Me personally, I've been buying a lot of ETFs. And me personally, I've been buying the amount that I'm losing. So yesterday I was down about 25K. I actually bought twice as much, and I bought a little bit more today. Remember, only invest according to your money. So now the winners are the losers. What I mean by that, Palantir, all of these, the Mag 7, all of these companies were big winners. Now they're the ones that are getting punished the most. Now, most analysts said maybe the second half of this year, this pullback will come. I said it was going to be the first quarter, not the first half, but the first quarter. And here we are, right? It's happening right now. It's not the entire stock market. It's just punishing the ones that have been growth with ridiculous PEs. And I keep saying the market is still frothy. I've been cashing up. And for those that have been asking, hey, Larry, are you still holding cash? I'm like, yep. And they go, why? I said, because opportunity is going to come. And when that opportunity comes, you're going to wish you had as much cash as possible. Okay. The sell-off has been in individual stock, and I talked about Google and Palantir, and now we're about to hear from Amazon. Let's see what happens in Amazon. So when the announcement comes out, when Amazon does its announcement, you have to listen to the earnings call, and you got to listen to forward guidance, and you want to listen to what their CapEx spend is going to be. And therein lies the truth about which way it's going to go, because these companies have together, they're talking just hundreds of billions of dollars that they're putting into AI, their CapEx spend. Remember, the amount of money that they're spending in AI and AI research and building out their AI. Now, the jobs have been pushed back. They were going to report tomorrow, but because of the partial government shutdown, that's going to be later. And it's not, so far, it's showing that AI is not taking a lot of jobs, but they have slowed down hiring because they are able to do more with less people. So AI is taking the jobs. That's what's happening. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Again, for those of you that are new to crypto, there is no way for the market to fall and crypto don't get smacked. It is falling and falling hard. Bitcoin dipped down to beneath 70K. All right. It has fallen beneath critical levels of support. Last I looked, it was 65, and it is selling off. And one of the things that I said, and I've been telling my followers in Money Moves, and I've been saying it here, I am not in MicroStrategy. I am not buying any BMNR. When I saw a signal that it's not a good time to buy them, I'm not buying them. And hey, Larry, should I just get in them now? Should I do a call on strategy? I'm like, I wouldn't. Hey, should we be buying these Bitcoin mining companies? I'm done with them for this cycle. I'm not buying any BMNR. I'm not buying any strategy. I'm not buying any crypto miners this season until crypto winter hits hard. That's me. Remember, you do what's best for you. I'm telling you, the risk is too great. Now you look at strategy, it is down double digits again today. And could it turn around? Yes, it could turn around, but it's just too risky. Like, I'm not trying to get rich today. I'm trying to be wealthy tomorrow. Listen, everybody wants to take the elevator, but nobody wants to take the stairs. Okay. So I don't buy every dip. That's another thing I want to talk about. And what I mean about that, Larry, you saying that, but you bought yesterday. Yep, I bought yesterday because I saw some levels of support for yesterday, and now they have come even lower. So I let the money movers know exactly what I was buying, and that's what is going on now. You guys already know two of the ETFs that I've been buying. I just keep buying them. But how do you keep buying them? Because I don't spend all of my money. Don't do it. If you make a purchase on drops like this and you can't do that same purchase, I would say if you can't do that same purchase 4 to 5 times, then don't make that purchase. That is advice, because you can be catching a falling knife. That's the thing. These are the things that I want to tell you guys about right now. Okay. So today I just want to show you guys, people that run from the red are the ones that buy high and sell low. And that's the opposite way to make money. Yesterday I worked all day for the money movers and didn't have time. I ate lunch around 2 p.m. around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I want to tell you that I went to Culver's, and there was a woman, an old woman, and it was a young worker there, and I said, hey, help her. And she was down on her knees getting something out of a shelf. And I asked her, how old are you? She worked there. She was behind the register. She was 79, and she had an 80th birthday coming up, working at Culver's. We are sheep. Here she is at 80 working at Culver's. Poor thing. And because we just fall into this cycle. And then they just did a report. Elon Musk made another $50 billion this year. I think they said he's worth $700 billion. It's insane. Okay, good people? Because if you want to be rich, you got to do what rich people do. And I just want to say, look at the market. I want you to look at the S&P and the NASDAQ, and I want you to look at it for the entire month to see where it is. Now, the purchases that I made on yesterday, they were rare today. I made a little more, and then they've come back a little bit. But tomorrow's Friday, and Friday, I believe, will tell the story. Between Friday and Monday, I believe that this short-term bleeding could be over. It's not a promise. I don't know. We're going to watch the markets. But even if it doesn't, you got to be happy at the prices that you purchased. And if it drop deeper from there and it gets redder from there, then you have to be okay with it. All right, good people? That's what I want to tell you. Now, if you want to stay up on all of my moves, including options where we're making money, this person made some more money, then I want you to click the link. It's going to be my pinned comment. I'm going to leave a link to Money Moves. Come and join us. People are making money using my traffic trader. That traffic trader is worth $50,000. But if just getting into Money Moves, you get it for free, okay? There's no tiers. Everybody gets everything, all right? Hopefully something I said helped you. And if you're new, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and the notification bell. And somebody says, are we in crypto winter now? Now it looks like we are entering into crypto winter because we are breaking beneath critical levels of support. And are we in full-on crypto winter? Nope. We got, unfortunately for some of you guys that bought at the top, this elevator going down lower as it pertains to crypto. Now, to you, if you bought at the top and you've exacerbated or you just spent all your money, then that's bad news. But for those of us that's looking for opportunity, it's good news. Personally, I'm waiting on crypto winter to come. And I hope none of you lose any money, but I have prepared and did the difficult things when it's difficult. And I'm going to come here and look you guys in the eye when it's time to buy again. And I'm going to start buying. And at that time, you're not going to want to have nothing to do with crypto. And you're going to say it's over. All of these talking heads on all of these shows, they're going to say, crypto is trash, never touch it again. Look what just happened. Well, that happens every cycle. And that's when I'm going to be buying. I'm going to let my money movers know first. And then I'm going to come here and let you guys know. And that's when we're going to buy. I'm going to shoot it to you straight because we're in here to make money. Love you guys. Live, love, laugh, and learn. Make sure you check out Money Moves. Come and join us.